and welcome to another episode here of the Jacksonville Jaguars series here in Mission Recondition here on Madden 25, and we're back here for week 15 as we're getting close to wrapping up this season. Today we are going to be showcasing week 15 and 16, I believe, here in today's episode. Week 15, we are at home here against the Jets, who are currently 10-3, right now in first place in the AFC East, and they are looking at the first place in the AFC East, surprising enough. And they've had a pretty good run here. They're currently on a 5-game winning streak, and as you take a look at the numbers here, pretty decent when it comes to points per game and such. They're winning games. They're finding ways to win games and whatnot. And then you see here, surprisingly, like I said, they're ranked 4th in the power rankings right now, playing some really good football, unlike their IRL counterparts. But the Jets are playing excellent football here. Of course, we've been playing very good football. Our last loss, of course, came, so far our only loss so far here has been the Vikings, who beat us 28-24, I believe, in the previous episode. As for the Jets, like I mentioned before, their last loss was back in week 8 against the Patriots. And since then, they've been on a hot streak right now. Actually, last game they played was against Miami, 42-17. That was a bit of a barn burner there, surprisingly enough, as the Jets were able to go and defeat the Dolphins, cut up those fishies down there, and made a pretty good game. Aaron Rodgers, 246 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was completed 77% of his passes in that game. Total, of course, had 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. He had 71% of his passes completed. He threw for 305 yards in that game. Unfortunately, it was a loss for the Miami Dolphins, as received Breece Hall. Of course, 18 carries, 74 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns in that game. And that's one of the things we're going to have to look forward to in this game. Mainly, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, of course, he has, you'll see here in a bit, he's been doing pretty good well in his short-range passing here this season. Who's got some big gains from his wide receivers here in those type of situations there. So this week, that's pretty much what's going to be our game plan against the Jets. And I was kind of surprised with the Jets playing this well, because, in real life, they're not doing so hot right now. And, of course, there's a lot of speculation if this is going to be Aaron Rodgers' last season or not, or even if, who's going to be the head coach of the Jets coming up next season. So at least in this version, the virtual world here in Madden, they pretty much look like they got a pretty good chance here to do some good things going into the second half of the season, aka the playoffs, and we'll see how well they'll do. But right now, they're leading their division very well. Surprisingly enough, over the Bills, which by far probably I would say the most popular team there, besides Miami being a close second. But the Jets have really played some really good, excellent football here, and I'm kind of nervous about going to this game. Sauce Gardner, of course, one of their top players there. Of course, Williams as well. He's a great defensive guy and plug up the middle there, especially against the run. And of course, Mike Williams, and I guess other players as well. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, you got to watch out for him, as he might be up there in age, but he is definitely still got some tricks in his sleeve there as their quarterback. So the field general, speaking of him, there you see we talked about earlier, he has a really good pass yardage when it comes to short range. 91.6 is his short passing range this season by far. I think he's still in the top, I think in the top 10. Well, obviously in the top 10, but I think somewhere close to top 5 in the league this season. There you see his attributes as well. And of course, over 3,000 yards this season, 13 interceptions, 28 touchdowns. He's been sacked 17 times in the game. So far this season, he has completed 69% of all of his total passes. And of course, Quinnen Williams is going to be a guy that I mentioned before. He's very good at plugging up the run there. So we'll probably have to try to see if we can run the ball on the outside, if anything. But most importantly, we got to watch out for the blitzing. He is definitely one of those guys that is going to be just a terrorize. He's just going to be terrorizing our offensive line. He's going to make sure that the timing is going to be off here for our quarterback, that being Trevor Lawrence. Of course, Lawrence has been playing very well this season. He's in a lot of the top 10 in a lot of the offensive categories that you want your quarterback to be in. And like I said, he's been leading his team on a very good run here. Of course, the Vikings was the first loss that we've had this season. It was a close, a close win, but unfortunately, we ended up going the losing side of it, losing by 4. Sauce Gardner, of course, the cornerback that we're going to have to watch out for in the deep passing game there. 60 tackles so far for him. Only 2 interceptions so far this season. Hopefully that will not be an issue for us here, as I really feel like that we have a really solid team here. Our offense has been just electric, and especially our defense has been electric as well. I'm hoping that will continue on as we go in the course of the season. Of course, once we get to the final games of the season here, we might start pulling some guys back and kind of save them up for the playoffs, because we have 2 divisional games coming up, which are very important for us to win. But I think at the same time here, we got to kind of think about, okay, maybe not start this guy, maybe bring in some backups here, let them see what they can do, and just try to go in the season here with some guys that are gonna kind of dinged up right now, get them freshened up and get them ready for the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence, of course, obviously won the AFC Player of the Week. Congratulations to him on that. And of course, there you see the injuries there that we've been fussing with, and of course, there you see the Jets as well. Christian Kirk, well, over 800 yards for the season for him. Of course, we like to see him be that 1,000-yard receiver, but it's been kind of a tough season here because we haven't got really the ball to him as much. But at the same time, we've been finding some other players, some other playmakers on the team, like Brian Thomas Jr., as well as ETN's been playing very well. He's, of course, he is a little dinged up right now, but he's been playing very well for us, staying healthy for the most part here for us. And so hopefully that will not be the case here in this game here today. So let's go ahead and get kicked off here. And so we'll see the Jets here will, of course, I believe we'll get the ball here first, as they will get the ball near their own 25-yard line. So like I said, it's been a great season for us. Of course, Aaron Rodgers trying to go on the go on the sunset here with the Super Bowl championship before he takes off and retires. So you see his numbers, his attributes here so far this season. Like I said, he's been playing very well, and that's one of the things that's kind of making me nervous. When you have a good, decent player or a great player like Aaron Rodgers, obviously a legend at first, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It could be a very tough and scary time for our defense here. And of course, our defense has been playing very well here. So this is going to be a good test for our defense to make some good plays here. And of course, try to see how much oomph and how much gusto Aaron Rodgers has right now as he is approaching, I think he's a little over 40 right now. One of the oldest players right now in the league. As you see, Hall here, of course, makes a nice first down. That's going to give them that their own 48-yard line as they're able to move the chains there. So now we go to another opportunity here for a 1st and 10 here for the Jets, as they'll try to get this one near the 40-yard line. And they're going to go ahead and give forward progress there to Wilson as he makes the catch there. So a nice opportunity there for them to make the play. As we'll see, a broken up play there for the defense. Nice job there as the Jaguars are able to make a stop here. And of course, like I said, in today's episode, we are going to see this game, as well as we're going to jump into the Vegas game against the Raiders. That's going to be a nice game for us, as Raiders right now, of course, not playing so well. You'll see why here coming up here, as Gardner Minshew, playing for them, quarterbacking them for them this season. Of course, they play in a tough division. They play in the AFC West with the Broncos, Chiefs, and of course the Chargers. And we'll see how we do against them. I believe that game, like I said, is on the road in Vegas. Trevor Lawrence, 3,644 yards. Surprisingly enough, he's been playing very well for us this season. And, of course, he knows his job is on the line here because if we don't do well this season, and, of course, into next season, there could be a good chance that we could be looking for another franchise quarterback for us by the time we get to season 3, it looks like. So Trevor knows that this is an important season for him, and of course for him to get that extension as well. And of course, I would like to see him be here. I'd like to see him get a ring here for Jacksonville. He's been by far one of the better produced, at least in my opinion, quarterbacks here for Jacksonville over in the last, since we've been a franchise. Coach Bonds, of course, this is his first year in the NFL. So see Trevor Lawrence here drops this one here, and that's going to be a pass drop there quickly in front of him, in front of the coverage there. That's going to be Brian Thomas who gets the catch, and he's going to get enough there for the first down. Ball on their own 24-yard line, as we'll see a handoff there. That's going to be handed off, and that is going to be Johnson who gets the carry. Johnson, of course, taking over the reins here in the backfield, as ETN is, of course, dealing with some injuries. And that's another thing I kind of want to look at, possibly going into next season in the draft coming up in the spring. It's possibly looking at some halfbacks that could help us out. I think for right now, Johnson, could be our guy who could start next season. ETN could probably, I'm thinking, and at least in my mind, is going to be a guy that's going to be kind of have to take a step back and be the backup and not necessarily be the starter. Because I see Johnson, he's got some great potential here for him. And of course, if we can bring in another back here to help us out, that would be very helpful, and kind of at least a back that could, if we can find a decent second-round guy, they can help us out here and play that kind of that backup role. Get a couple of carries here again, a couple of carries a game that can help us out here. That would be very helpful there. But ETN, I think his days are numbered here. 2nd and 12 here, as we got a stop there from Williams, and now the Jets again gives another tackle there as they get another stop there as they're able to penetrate the offensive line. Now looking at a 3rd and 13 coming up here, ball their own 34-yard line, and Jacksonville has to get this one out of here. As we'll see a quick pass there, that's going to go to our tight end Ingram, able to get the catch, and Ingram's not liking that at all. As even though the Jets player was trying to help him up, not happy about that finish there as we do go 3 and out. So now we get the Jets on their own 16-yard line after the punt. 1st and 10 here for the Jets as Aaron Rodgers here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up the middle. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough. Or no, it's actually going to be dropped, as that one is not going to be completed there. So looking at now a 2nd and 10. As Aaron Rodgers looks back in the pocket here, he's dropping this one here. He's got to throw this one away as he's being tracked down there by, I believe, by Campbell and company of the defense. Nice job there of getting to the quarterback, or at least trying to scare him there some. It's now 3rd and 10 coming up here, still on their own 16. Rodgers here throws this one there. That's a bullet pass there as Lizard gets the catch. That'll be his 2nd catch of the day, as he's looking at a nice day here so far. 2 catches, and of course got the first down. Nice stop there in the backfield. Ofelcon gets in the backfield there. Nice play there from our middle linebacker, as Rodgers upset there. The offensive line let him through. So we go now to a 2nd and 14. Ball in their own 27. Rodgers here throws this one off to the left-hand side. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough there to get a couple of yards down the play. Nice potential stop there from Lloyd, stopping him from getting upfield. So now ball on the 34-yard line, 3rd and 7. Rodgers throws off to the right-hand side. Screen pass. That's going to go to the halfback there as Hall can't get out of the backfield there, and that's going to be no gain there as Flowers. Actually, Curley got that catch there, but Flowers makes a nice stop there. You see Trevor Lawrence, possible MVP of all things. Yeah, surprisingly enough, as we've been playing some really good football here. As you see a quick pass there, that's going to be tossed there on that screen pass, but there is a flag on the play. It looks like this one could be coming back here on Jacksonville. As no, it's going to be actually on the Jets. It's going to be a roughing the passer, as Kinlaw is going to be called on that play. 15-yard penalty. It's going to put us at our own 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Jags. So we'll see what they're going to do here on this one as they try to get Johnson out of the backfield there, but again, offensive line just not blocking up very well there for him to get out of the backfield. No gain on that play. We'll get to now a 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball still on the 39-yard line, and try to run this one again, and this time we are able to get now 2 yards there at least. As now Aaron, or I should say Lawrence now has to try to get this one here, and he's got to get this one near the 50 to get the first down. As they'll drop back here, play action, throw this one up there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a nice catch there. As that's going to be a first down, and that's going to be Gabe Davis who gets the first down there for the Jacksonville Jaguars, crossing the 50-yard line now in Jets territory at the 32. So great play there. Great catch. Now let's see if we can finish this as we go back to the run here. And Johnson really having a struggle in here as this offensive line is having a tough time blocking. But no score here as we end the first quarter. Jacksonville and the Jets still scoreless here after the first quarter. We'll see what Jacksonville can do here as they get the ball here to start the second quarter in this one, as we'll go ahead and hot shot the second quarter here now, and we'll see anything happens here as we'll kind of jump here a little bit in the game. I believe we're gonna end up simming this quarter and possibly the second quarter as well. And so we'll take a look here. Jacksonville does score a field goal there, so that's nice. So we take a 3-point lead as we're midway through the second quarter. And looks like Jets now trying to get momentum going on their side here as they start going down the field here. Nice run so far. As Aaron Rodgers, a nice little carry there for him, getting a nice first down. Again, Rodgers calling his own number for another first down. Now they're inside the 20. As they'll see Breece Hall again makes a nice run. And now we'll see what they can do here in the red zone. So Jets trying to score here. This will be the first time we've seen them here, at least in the red zone here in today's game, as we'll see a penalty. That'll be on the Jets, as they'll be called a false start there. And that's going to bring it back 5 yards or so. So we'll see them now at the 8-yard line. So now 1st and goal coming up. And it's open backfield. Throwing this one there. Aaron Rodgers throws this one to his tight end. That's going to be a catch. And that's going to be caught at the 1-yard line. So 2nd and goal coming up as the Jets trying to find a way to get in the end zone here and try to put the first touchdown on the board here today, as they're trailing by 3 here as Jacksonville. That's pretty much all Jacksonville is able to do here today. You'll see another quick pass there, and this time it's going to be denied as Johnson there on the tackle. Rodgers wanted another quick play here, so now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Ball still on the 1-yard line. Rodgers drops back here, finds his receiver, and he's going to get this one in there. Touchdown, Jets, as the Jets get the first touchdown as Tyler Conklin gets in there, and he will get the first touchdown of the game. Jets score this one. They take the lead here. It's going to be a 7-3 ball game here with just less than about 5 minutes left here in this first half. We'll see if our Jacksonville Jaguars can, of course, try to get back in this game here of their own offensive drive. As we'll see the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So nice play there. 16 plays, 75 yards, taking about 6 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock there. So a nice, healthy drive there for them. We'll go ahead and skip along here. We'll see if, of course, if we get in the red zone here, we'll definitely stop the simulation here. But as we continue on here, nice go start here for Jacksonville as they're able to move the ball here pretty good here on these first 2 passes. They go back to the ground game with Johnson, as Johnson is starting to get some success there behind him. So we'll now jump into the red zone here. We'll see what Jacksonville can do, as there's about a buck 37 left. Ball on the 20-yard line, as we'll see a pass there. That pass is going to be tipped, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. We're looking at a 3rd down now here. 3rd and 10 coming up here for Jacksonville, as they're trying to get back the lead. 1:27 left here in the first half. We'll see Lawrence here scrambles around here, throws this one there. That's going to be a quick pass, and that's going to be to Kirk, as Kirk's going to get the catch, and Kirk is on the ground. He is hurting, and there's going to be an injury timeout. Hopefully Kirk is okay, and we'll see, of course, the next man step up now here, as we got a 1st and goal coming up on this play. Ball at the approaching the 9-yard line. First and goal. Pass there. That's going to go in the end zone. And of course, that is the Brian Thomas, the youngster, who is our pretty much, I feel like he's going to be our future here in Jacksonville. He gets a great catch there for the first down, or for the touchdown there, I should say. Nice play there. Finish that drive off, and we take back the lead here now. It's going to be a 10-7 ball game here as Jacksonville gets their way into the end zone. Nice play there. 10 plays, 70 yards, taking 2:10 off the clock. As get to the final less than a minute left here in the first half of this ball game. As we'll see what Aaron Rodgers and company can do. Try to see if they can get at least a field goal out of this drive here before we get to the second half. As we'll see the final seconds here. A fumble there, and they're unable to get the touchdown, or at least the touchdown or the field goal they needed to at least try to take the lead or try to tie it up before the half. So we'll go to the third quarter here, and we'll check out some third quarter simulation here as well. As we're trying to do my best, try to speed up the series here. Some I would of course want to play some multiple seasons of this, but at the same time, it's kind of difficult because there's some games you want to watch, or at least I want to watch, check out, see what the team does against a certain team. And obviously, the Jets here in this one, they're a winning team. I've kind of piqued my curiosity. It's like, okay, let's see how good they actually are if we actually see them in gameplay here. And they've been pretty impressive. They got a pretty good team going for themselves here. As we'll see, still a 3-point game. We lead this one here as we're getting close to ending the first, or at least the third quarter here. And Jacksonville, of course, really desperately needs a score some points here before we get to the final quarter now, and try to at least have a significant and honest lead on them. But right now, the Jets are actually doing a pretty good job here, staying in the game, keeping our defense, or keeping our offense at bay as we start the fourth quarter. So fourth quarter here, 2nd and 9 coming up here. The ball at the 26-yard line for the Jets. As Rodgers drops back here, looks up, fires, and that one to the right-hand side. And he will find his receiver there, and that's going to be a first down for Wilson. So Wilson able to move the chains here for the Jets, as the Jets have it on their own 39-yard line. We'll see now, 1st and 10, and run this one. That's going to be Hall, and he's going to get stopped there. 14 carries on 43 yards on 14 carries there for him so far here today. He's been kind of quiet here. Hasn't seen the end zone just yet. As we'll see a play action here from Rodgers. Rodgers just fires that one off to the left-hand side, and that ball is going to be completed by Coughlin as he's able to get the catch, and that's going to be a first down as they cross the 50. So now they're in Jacksonville territory. Jacksonville here needs to try to make a stop here of some sort. Rodgers here drops back here, fires this one. That's just going to be off target, as that one just got away from there and couldn't do much about that. So now we'll see what they can try to do here on this 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, the ball on the 43-yard line. Pass there quickly up the middle. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down here for the Jets, as Mike Williams there makes the catch for the first down. 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville leads this one by 3. Rodgers here has to get rid of this football there, as he almost looked like he almost slipped out there. And the defense took advantage of that. And, of course, got him to force to throw that ball away, as he did. Incomplete pass. And, of course, Jets not happy about that at all. Rightfully so. But now we'll see what they can try to do here on the 2nd and 10. Rodgers here drops back. Rodgers being chased down. He's going to be finally brought down by Hines Allen on that sack. First sack of the day here for Hines Allen. This is what I'm talking about. The defense does such a great job in the fourth quarter. They know they need to nail every single play and execute it to the best of their abilities here in the tight ball games like this. And that's right there. That's why I said Hines Allen, we definitely got to keep him around here for the future here in Jacksonville. Looking at 3rd and 23 now coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Rodgers here drops back in the pocket, fires this one. That's going to be broken up. Nice play there by the defense. That is Savage. He's been very Savage-like here on the field here today and this season so far. As, of course, we forced them to punt the ball here. So, the Jets going to go ahead and try to coffin kick this. No, actually, no, they don't. They hit this. This one goes out of the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and we're at the ball at their own 20. And you see the passing leaders right now. And oddly enough, Lawrence, the top passer this season, better than Mahomes. What's going on there in Kansas City? As we'll see here, 1st and 10. Handoff, and that's going to be a nice 3-yard carry. As we have a player down, and it's going to be Robinson. So hopefully that is not a serious issue there. He's definitely one of our important linemen there on the offensive line. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He'll be able to come back in the game. 2nd and 7 coming up. Pass there, and that's going to be a nice reception to one of our tight ends, and that's going to be a great catch. Moving that one there for the 1st down. 1st and 10 there for Jacksonville. Jacksonville trying to go on the hunt here for another touchdown, or at least a field goal of some sort. As see the ball being moved there very rapidly there, quickly. A nice job there from Johnson, as he'll get a 5-yard carry there. Makes the 2nd and 5 coming up here. As Lawrence here, screen pass. That one the defense sniffed out very quickly. Makes the stop. Nice tackle there from Williams. As now they're looking, Jacksonville's looking at a 3rd and 3. Ball at the 43-yard line. They got to get this one near the 47 for the 1st. You see a quick pass there. That pass is going to be completed, and it's going to be a 1st down. As Ingram, the tight end for Jacksonville, makes the 1st down. Nice play there. Nice catch there from him, getting the 1st. So new set of downs here for Jacksonville. 6 minutes left here with a score of 10-7. Play action or handoff there, and that's going to be stopped as Johnson is going to be met up there by a Jets player. As Jets did a great job there. Not the best job there from our offensive line, which is one of our main concerns for the draft. Got to have a better offensive line here to protect our halfback here. Is Johnson just he was trying to go through that first hole, but didn't realize couldn't do it. He went to the outside. And to me, I think he should have stayed more inside there. He had a better shot there, even though it's a little blocked up. But we'll see what they'll try to do here on this 3rd and 12. As Lawrence here drops back in the pocket, scrambles around here, throws this one off balance here. This one's going to be deep, and oh my goodness, almost on the fingertips there of Thomas there in the end zone. And we'll be forced to punt. As Aaron Rodgers, there you see him, 24-33. And he'll get the ball there on his own 16-yard line with less than 5 minutes left here in this ball game. Can he come back and try to get this ball game won or tied up for the Jets? We'll see. As we'll see the Jets here trying to get on the field here quickly and trying to make their quick plays here. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Ball on 24. Rodgers here, play action. Throws this one up the middle there. That is going to be caught, and it's going to be reception. Nice 1st down catch there for the Jets. As Jacksonville thought they had that one there. As we'll see now, Hall here runs this one on the right-hand side there. Makes a run and for a gain of about 7. Now 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on the 43-yard line, or now on our 43-yard line here. Trying to stop Hall, and Hall is going to finally get stopped in the backfield there, but he is going to get he does get stopped. He does make some positive yards there, but he gets the 1st down. As Simpson for the Jets is going to have to come off the field here. One of their offensive linemen hurting. So now we'll see what they'll try to do here without him. They're on our 39-yard line. Rodgers running. He's going to try to run this one himself, but he's going to get caught. And he's going to get 5 yards on that carry. He's probably wanting more there to get that 1st, but he was stopped there quickly. So now 2nd and 5 coming up here for Rodgers. Ball on the 33-yard line. Screen pass there to Hall. Hall's going to get the catch. And Hall's going to get a few yards there on the play. They're looking at a 3rd and 2 coming up. A reasonable 3rd and 2 here for the Jets. We'll see where they can get it. On our 31-yard line. Pass there off to the side there, off to the left-hand side, but it's going to be dropped. And now the question is, do they go for it here on 4th and 2? That pass was intended there for Wilson, but it was broken up. So we'll see if they get this field goal here. And this is going to be about a near 48-yard kick. And this one is up, and it is good. As that field goal kick was pretty simple. Pretty simple field goal kick there. They tie this one up now 10-all here with 2:09 left. And Jacksonville has the ball. So now Jacksonville has to play smart here. Move the football down the field, but at the same time, utilize that play clock there and the game clock to their liking. As we'll see, TD passes so far this season. Joe Burrow right now beats us by 2. As Joe Burrow has 36, we have 34 there for Trevor Lawrence. So we'll see if Lawrence can get a game-winning drive here going for himself with 2:05 left. Ball their own 25. And Lawrence throws this one there on that screen pass there, looking for the block there for Johnson. And Johnson's going to get that one there for the first down. 2-minute warning now up. As now we'll see if Jacksonville can get the Jets to start using their timeouts here. Lawrence drops back in the pocket. Lawrence scrambling around here. Lawrence has to throw this one away as he just cannot find nobody down the field there. Good scare there from Sauce Gardner. We're looking at 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on the 36-yard line. As Lawrence here throws this one up the middle there. That's going to be a great catch, and that's going to be a first down there for Jacksonville. As again, they're moving down the field here. Jets have not used a timeout just yet. As you see, Ingram here gets the catch. He's going to get bullied out of to the sidelines there. Jacksonville going no huddle. For a 2nd and 6 here. This is going to be a deep play here. That's going to be caught by Thomas. What a play, and that's a touchdown. Jacksonville, what a play there. What a toss there from Lawrence, and what a catch there from Thomas. As that hopefully is the game winner. Still enough time for the Jets to come back. There's a minute 13 left here. I almost feel like they should have ran the ball just a little bit more then through this pass. But hey, you got to give ups there to Lawrence. He got a great time in the pocket to look down the field here, and not to mention Thomas. The great speed, able to get that deep fly ball throw, and gets that one in the bucket for a catch, and of course a touchdown there for him. As that's going to put us on the board here. 5 plays, 75 yards, only taking less than a minute there on that drive. And they take a 7-point lead here in Jacksonville. So we can't count our chickens just yet. This game's not over with just quite yet. A buck 13 left here, and of course Jets can easily tie this one up here. We'll see what they'll do. As Rodgers going to be back on the field here. And they'll get the ball off their own 27-yard line with quite a bit of field still left to get to. Field goal's not going to do no good for them. They have all their timeouts. So we'll see what they'll do. Of course, the crowd here trying to get behind the defense, trying to cheer them on. 1st and 10 here, ball at 27. Pass there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be just short of the first down marker. 2nd and 5 coming up here. They're going to go no huddle. Pass there off to the left-hand side. They're going to try and go out of bounds to stop the clock. And Coughlin gets the catch as he's going to get that one at the 40-yard line. 46 seconds left here. 1st and 10 here for Rodgers and the Jets. As you see, Rodgers here drops back in the pocket, throws this one there. That's going to be a screen pass, but it's going to be in bounds, and they'll have to burn the first timeout. Actually, it's going to be an injury timeout as one of their players there is going to have to come off the field. I think it's Thyman. He is going to have to come off the field there. So 2 timeouts remaining for the Jets. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Rodgers here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to be intercepted. And looks like this one could go back for a pick 6, and exactly that's what's going to happen as Ovalcon there gets the catch, and he's going to bring it back for 6. Nice play there, and that right there is going to be your ball game. Great job there for the defense. Good job there of watching the quarterback's eyes and seeing where he is throwing at, and there you see there, just goes up and picks it right off, as it looked like it was intended there for Hall, who was coming out of the backfield there. And now the Jaguars now have a commanding lead here as they have a 24-10 lead. And this one pretty much is going to be done. Still time left on the clock. Still things can still happen. We've seen weird things happen here in the NFL before. Teams being down and all of a sudden come back out of nowhere coming back. Hopefully that will not be the case here today, as we'll see Jacksonville kicks this one off. And this one's going to be a kick there. He's going to get it there at the 5-yard line, and he's going to bring it up to the 26. As they'll get a 1st and 10. Jacksonville, or I should say the Jets will get the ball back here on their own 26-yard line with 29 seconds left and 2 timeouts remaining. We'll see what Aaron Rodgers can do here. Rodgers drops back here, looking down the field, looking for a quick pass there. Finds it, gets his receiver, Hall, there coming out of the backfield there for the catch, and he gets out of bounds with now 24 seconds left. 2nd and 6 coming up here, ball on their own 30. Rodgers back in the backfield there with his halfback. He's dropping back deep in the pocket there. Throws that one up there. That's going to be thrown, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be at the near the 50 as they have to call a timeout. Timeout being called. I believe they have 1 timeout remaining. Ball on the 50-yard line here. Rodgers here drops back in the pocket, scramble around here, looking for a play. He can't find nobody, and he's going to be forced to throw it away. So now 10 seconds left here. Ball on the 50-yard line. Defense is playing very excellent here. Let's see if they can keep it up here. Rodgers here drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here. Throws this one up there. That's going to be a screen pass there to Breece Hall. Breece Hall is going to get out of bounds as there's only 4 seconds left. Even if they score this touchdown, there's not enough time for them to get back in this ball game here with an onside kick. They got to do something here. As you see, Rodgers here throws this one up there. That's going to be lobbed up for a Hail Mary, and it's going to be intercepted by Jacksonville. As Jacksonville gets the interception, and that is going to be your ball game. Jacksonville wins this one here, 24-10 here in Jacksonville, as Aaron Rodgers and the Jets come up short this week. So that 5-game winning streak is now broken, and we pick up a nice win as Aaron Rodgers played a good game, but unfortunately was not enough there as we got the interception. And, of course, that big play there from Lawrence we've seen earlier made a huge difference there. That basically put the, pretty much, I mean, really the interception put the nail in the coffin, but that pass there he threw to Thomas really just swung the momentum back to our side. And, of course, just fuel the defense there to get that interception. And, of course, take it back for a pick 6. Final score 24-10. As you take a look at the numbers here, not a big day for rushing for us. For them, there's 21 carries for 80 yards on the ground there for them. Passing, not much for us today. We only had 256 or 258 yards there passing. Turnovers +2 for us, which was big. Defense did a great job there of getting a turnover, even though it was late in the ball game. But nonetheless, hey, it still counts, and we'll take it. So, and of course, time possession pretty much in Jets' favor here. 24 minutes, 6 seconds. Only 19 minutes and 54 seconds for us. So Trevor Lawrence had a great day. 2 touchdowns. Completed 77% of his passes. He threw for 258 yards. 21-27. I like that. It's a great completion right there for him. That's where we need to be at every game. Near that. Johnson, 20 carries for 33 yards. Man, it was a tough day there running the ball with him. This Jets defense was just eating him up. Just could not get out of that backfield whatsoever. Evan Ingram, 6 catches for 58 yards. No touchdowns for him. Johnson, no touchdowns for him, but he had 4 for 24. Gabe Davis, 3 for 55. And of course, Brian Thomas Jr., big day there for him. 3 catches for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns. Big day there for the young wide receiver, and hopefully the future for us, as he did a great job there on the field. Defensively, there you see Edmonds, of course, Savage, and of course Ocon. He had the interception, took it back for a pick 6. He had 6 tackles, a tackle for loss there in that game. Hines Allen had a sack and 2 tackles for loss, 3 tackles total, but 2 tackles for loss there. So that was a nice day for him as well. Thomas and Ocon were both guys that, Daniel Thomas, I should say, were our 2 guys that got interceptions. Of course, the forced fumble we got as well, apparently in the game. So defense, they did a great job more so, it definitely helped out. Been better if they could have did it all throughout the whole game. But hey, second half they really stepped up. They knew that we needed some change. We needed something for us to favor us, and they did so. 32 of 45, 291 yards there for Aaron Rodgers. He completed 71% of his passes, one touchdown, 2 interceptions. Breece Hall, 17 for 63, no touchdowns for him. He had a tough day on the ground as well. Rodgers, 4 for 20 on the ground. Tyler Conklin, most receptions there for the day for the Jets, 8 for 63 and a touchdown. He was the only touchdown that was in the game here for the Jets. As obviously they had a touchdown and a field goal in the game. And then, of course, we did a good job there. Quincy didn't get our quarterback too often. He only had 10 tackles. He had 3 tackles for loss. So we were able to do a good job there keeping our quarterback upright. But he did have a good game there, stopping our guys in the backfield, especially Johnson, with those 3 TFLs there in that game. We didn't get hit with the blitz too often from him. Our guys, the offensive line, did a good job there of really keeping Lawrence healthy. But hey, it is what it is. And of course, unfortunately, with that win, we end up losing Christian Kirk for 5 weeks for a broken collarbone. Ugh, tough. So we head now to Allegiant Stadium as we go head out for this Sunday night football game, as we're taking on the 2-12 Las Vegas Raiders. As you see, we're the heavy favorites in this one here today. And like I said, the Raiders play in a tough division. They've had some issues here in the last couple of seasons. Antonio Brown is, of course, is their head coach, former Raider himself. And he's been trying to turn the culture here in Vegas as much as he possibly can. But he's only had this is his second season there, and of course he has a tough division. Like I said, he got some really good quarterbacks, but got some really teams. Chris, obviously, you got the Chiefs, who are going to be by far, until they get knocked off their pedestal, there are going to be the crown jewel of that division, and they're going to cause problems. But for Vegas, there you see their last game. They played against Atlanta, 17-7, and it was a tough one there, as they were not really able to do too much there. Gardner Minshew, 120 or 162, a touchdown for him. 20 for 29, completed 68% of his passes were completed. Kareem Hunt, 15 of 53, no touchdowns there for him. Gardner had almost 20 yards on the ground there rushing. Devontae Adams still with them at least in this version of the game. He had a touchdown on 7 catches for 54 yards in the game. But unfortunately, they were coming up short, and it's been a tough time. And when you're on a team like this, you kind of just want the season to kind of end very quickly. But at the same time, you kind of want to play spoiler, especially to teams like us who are playing having really good games and having some exciting, from week to week, having some exciting games and stuff like that. So hopefully they will not be a game that, or at least a team that will try to get a win off of us here, as they're not playing so well. But Raiders could possibly get the number 1 pick if they continue playing. Right now, they're projected to get that number 1 pick. Right now, they're on a 7-game losing streak. And like I said, not playing. Chiefs, of course, obviously clinched a spot in the playoffs there. Of course, they're trying to get that number 1 seed there to, of course, get home field advantage there on the AFC side of things. And right now, we're trying to hold on to that position. The guy, of course, the top threat there that our defense is going to have to watch out for in this game is, of course, going to be Gardner Minshew, the young man from Washington State. Still, he's not really seen as a lot of people see him as a elite quarterback, I guess you can say. But he is 20-something, third or something in Madden here for this season in quarterbacks. But he's got 2,410 yards, 16 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's finding ways to win games. He's only been sacked 23 times this season, 6-1. And of course, it's going to just take some time for the 5-year guy from Washington State. He is a kind of a bridge quarterback there, so I'm assuming that they'll be looking at quarterbacks going into this next draft coming up here to help them out with that number 1 pick. Of course, there you see our game plan is kind of just throw the ball short as we obviously, Lawrence has been doing very well in the short passing game there. We don't want to get too crazy. They do have still some good players here on this squad here, like Trevon Moing here, the strong safety. He's a star dev. And, of course, we kind of want to go away. If we're going to be throwing deep, we got to make sure we get away from him. He's ranked 13th in strong safeties in the league with his overall. And obviously, we don't want to get in that throwing interception. So far, that's been very mute this season for Trevor, and we kind of want to keep it that way. So we'll see what we can do here against the Raiders. Talking to one of our defensive coordinators here, and we're talking about the what kind of defense we're going to get set up here this week. And you see here a bit of a text message there back and forth into. And of course, we're going to talk about the Raiders as Coach Bonds here has a meeting here with his teammates. And of course, Josh Hines Allen is talking about the game plan, and of course discussing about this and what we need to do. And of course, the game plan, well, I mean, I feel like we probably need to make sure we, our DBs are, do a good job here at pursuing, because you got guys like the wide receivers that they have. They have a couple of young wide receivers that are pretty speedy. But you see a +5 boost in the pursuit, but a -5 in breaking tackles. Or at least trying to swim out, try to get to the quarterback or whatever. There, block shedding. That's what it is. Trying to think of the word, block shedding. But yeah, we got that. So that's going to be our game plan for our D-line to try to get after the quarterback here. And I think we should be able to do a good job. They don't have any players right now who are injured, so they're pretty healthy. But I think with a good win from last week, we did a great job there. I think we can do that again here. So Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Been there before. I was actually there, was it 2 summers ago? Went there for took a tour, and of course went out and hung out with some friends that live in Vegas and to check it out. It's a beautiful stadium. So definitely love to go there for a football game at some point in the future, and see Gardner Minshew and his team get his last encouraging words there to his teammates here. We'll see what we can do in this stadium. This is actually my first time, at least in Madden, being in this stadium here. So we'll see how this goes as Coach TJ Bonds out here and ready to go here against the Raiders. And of course, TJ Bonds, has his own history with the Raiders. He played for the Denver Broncos back in the day. If you remember from his original series he had as a player here on the channel, you definitely go check it out. I'll leave a card up above in the eye there for you guys to check out that series. But we'll see what we can try to do here on this 1st and 10 here for the Raiders, as the Raiders will get the ball here first, and we'll see a run. And that's going to be a positive run there for Kareem Hunt, who was recently signed with them when I started this series a couple months ago. And, of course, he's with them here in this one as he gets a nice carry for 6 yards there on the play. So, our main job is, put that pressure on Gardner Minshew, and of course stop this running game here from Kareem, because Hunt, because he's still got speed. I remember him being a big thing in Kansas City. Of course, he had some issues there in Kansas City, which led him to go to Cleveland, and then he has same issues there in Cleveland. And since then, he's been kind of bouncing around to different places and kind of found out his home here in Vegas. As we'll see a run here from Gardner Minshew, as he gets a gain of 3 on that play, keep that play alive. And now we'll see what they'll try to do here on this 2nd and 7. But yeah, our game plan really is just to make sure we can contain Gardner Minshew, stop this running game, and kind of just force him to go in the passing game. Force him to throw the ball, and of course get Gardner Minshew his timing off, and just cause some havoc there with him and that offensive line. So far, that is not working right now, but we'll see how things go. Still got a lot of football left to play here. So I was trying to stop Hunt. He's just too damn quick there. And he'll get some more positive yardage. They've so far been doing a great job here with the run. 2nd and 6 coming up here on now. The ball on the 42-yard line here in Jacksonville territory. They'll throw this one there, and that's going to be caught. And that's going to be enough there to get the first down. As Raider Nation getting behind the ball club here as they're moving the ball very well here on this first drive. 1st and 10 on the ball now on the Jacksonville 36. Man in motion there for Raiders. Gardner Minshew drops back in the pocket, throws off to the left-hand side. That's going to be a screen pass. And Hunt is able to get the catch there, and that's going to put him at the 29-yard line. So now 2nd and 3 coming up. Jacksonville needs to try to make a stop here. They've been getting pushed back way too much to my liking here. As see Gardner here, Minshew drops back here in the pocket. Looks down the field here. He doesn't see the Jacksonville player behind him. That's Hines Allen who gets the sack. Big play there. As nice job there from the defense. And that's what I'm talking about. We need to see a lot more of that here on this drive and for of course the course of the game. 3rd and 9 coming up here. Gardner Minshew drops back in the pocket. He's going to be met up by a bunch of Jacksonville players again. And that time he was met up by Hines Allen and I'm not sure who the other player was, but a nice sack there. We get a stop. And now we get the ball back here after the punt. Ball's placed out of their own 22-yard line here. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. 6:10 left here in the first quarter. Hand off now to Johnson as Johnson's going to run this one. And he's going to get a gain of 5 on the play. Get himself some positive yardage there and try to get a good go. Good first step there on this drive. 2nd and 5. Hand off again. And, oh, come on, dude. You gotta make your decision which hole you're going to go through. And this time he did not do a good job of that as we get, we only get a yard on the play. But a 3rd and 4 coming up here. That's a reasonable play here. I imagine we'll probably go pass situation here. We are. Lawrence here looking back here. Fires this one off to the left-hand side. And that's going to be caught there to his tight end, Ingram, who gets the catch. That's going to be a first down here for Jacksonville. 1st and 10. Jacksonville on their own 35. So Jacksonville on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Drop back here for Lawrence. Lawrence finds his halfback for the reception there. And that's going to put us at the 44. As he gets a big gain of 9 yards on that carry. Or I should say on that reception. So now 3rd and 1 coming up here. As see Lawrence here quickly throws this one there. That's going to be caught and it's going to be completed. And that's going to be Gabe Davis there who gets a quick catch there for the first down. Put him at the midfield for the first down. Still no score here with 3:45 left here in the first quarter. Jacksonville's been doing a good job here taking their time here, especially Raiders as well with time possession here. It's been favored in both teams have been doing a great job here trying to keep the other team's defense out there as long as they can. As we'll see pass there, reception there from Ingram. He's looking for a flag there, but does not get one. So now we'll see a 3rd and 8 coming up here. Lawrence here drops back in the pocket. He's almost gets tackled there. But he's going to take his run himself, and he is unfortunately going to be short of the first down. As we'll see a 4th and 5 coming up here, and they're going to be forced to punt. As Jacksonville puts the Raiders on their own 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up here as Hunt runs this one out of the backfield, and Hunt will get stopped. He'll get a gain of 3 on that play, making it now a 2nd and 7. I really feel like that's something we need to really focus on here, is make sure we don't let Hunt get too carried away in that backfield there. Got to keep a close eye on him. Let's see a nice reception there for the Raiders as they find Mayer on that catch for a short, just short of the first down. 3rd and 1. Pass here, or no, run here, I should say. And Robertson's Harris is going to make the stop. And that's going to force them to punt. As you see, Trevor Lawrence still in that consideration as MVP. As the award was given out today, he would definitely be the MVP of the league right now. But still got a lot of work to play after this week here. We still got 2 more weeks left to play. And still 2 more games here for Joe Burrow to really get at it. As we see a nice first down there from Johnson, who gets the first and 10. Still no score yet here as we're on their second drive now here in the first quarter. First and 10 here, ball on the 38-yard line. Lawrence here throws this one there, a slant pass there. That's going to be caught by Gabe Davis. And that could be the final play of the drive here in the first quarter. As that is going to be it for the whistle there. So the whistle is going to indicate the end of the first quarter. No score yet here in Vegas. It's still a nothing ball game as we go to the second quarter. Second quarter, we'll flip the field here now as Jacksonville still has the ball. Quick pass there, a little RPO. That's going to be thrown, and that's going to be enough there for the first down. Nice catch there from Thomas. So we had a great game just earlier in this episode against the Jets. Hopefully we can see that same thing again here today. Taking on the Raiders, as we'll see Johnson there makes a nice run there. Almost got away with that one there as he makes a nice 5-yard carry. Or, excuse me, a 9-yard carry there almost for the first down. Second and 1 coming up here. Now we're in Raider territory. As we'll see Johnson again runs this one here, and he gets enough there to move the chains as he gets to the 37-yard line there in Raiders territory. So good run here from Johnson. He's really stepping up here. We'll see now a first and 10. Play a man in motion there. That'll be Gabe Davis. Davis will get the catch here as he's trying to get to the 30. And he does get there, and that's going to be a gain of 7 on that catch. We got a second and short here. Second down. Ball on the 30-yard line. Gabe Davis in motion. Lawrence here drops back here. Throws one up there. And that is going to be intercepted. Intended there for Gabe Davis. But too much traffic there. And Nate Hobbs is going to get the interception. The first interception of the day here in this one. As Lawrence going to get caught there. And the defense, he thought he'd get that one past the defense here, but the defense was not napping at all. As they are able to get the interception. That's going to be interception number 14 now here for Trevor Lawrence. As Minshew now will have the ball here. And they'll be deep in their own side of the field. As they'll be on their own 23-yard line. First and 10 after the interception. We'll see what Gardner can do here. He'll throw a quick pass there. That's going to be a screen pass. A little bubble pass. And that's going to go to the receiver. As that's going to be I believe that is going to be a 2nd and 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up here. Handoff there to Hunt. Hunt's going to run this one there. And he's going to find the first down marker with no problem there. That's going to help him move the chains as they'll be at the 34-yard line. First and 10 for Jacksonville. Jacksonville, or I should say, first and 10, I should say Vegas. It's Vegas trying to move the ball. And they again find the numbers there for number 27. That'd be Kareem Hunt. As he runs this one again. Doing a great job here running again those 4 to 5 yards of carry. As we see him run this one here. And of course, he's going to get another first down there for them as he's got now 52 yards in the game here on 9 carries. And I know that's probably being very frustrating there for Coach T.J. Bonds. Got to put a cap in this here. Got to stop him before he breaks off a big run. As we'll see a run here. That's going to be Hunt again. And he's going to, again, almost get the first down marker again as he gets a gain of 9. A little over 60 yards now here so far for him. As we'll see a 2nd and 1. Hand off. And again, hand it off to him. Why not? He's been just bulldozing here on us. As they've been running inside there against us. And we got to try to really, guys, we got to really put a cap on this. We got to put more guys in the box there. So now 1st and 10 here. Under 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. And we'll see a pass there. That's going to be broken up. And the receiver cannot get onto that one there. As we'll see now a 2nd and 10 coming up. As Gardner Minshew here hands off to Hunt again. Hunt going to run this one there. And he's going to hunt down that first down marker. As he finds another 1st and 10 there. Ball's now placed at the 22-yard line. And Jacksonville just doesn't know what to do to stop this run. Ball on the 22-yard line here. Handoff, or no, play action. Gardner Minshew throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. As that's going to be touchdown there for Deontay Adams, as Adams finds his way into the end zone there. And this scoreless game now is no longer scoreless, as the Raiders find the way into the end zone. 9 plays, 77 yards, taking 3:37 off the clock. And with now 5:20 left here in the first half, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars got to get something going. So a little over 3,900 yards for the season for him. 1st and 10, they're on their own 24. We'll see a handoff there to Johnson, and Johnson going to make a nice little move there, try to shimmy out his way out of that tackle. But he's going to get a gain of 7 on that play. 3rd and 3 coming up here. The ball their own 31-yard line. And we'll see another handoff there to Johnson. Johnson this time going to run this one on the outside. And so far that's actually been pretty good. Been pretty well for us here. As we're able to run this one on the outside. They don't have the quick enough DBs or edge rushers there. So why not? Keep doing it. 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 38-yard line. Lawrence here trying to look down the field here. Lawrence trying to do something with the football there, but he's going to go ahead and run, as he didn't really want to force it. Thank God he did not do so. After here, he probably was chewed out about it already from Coach T.J. Barnes there on the sideline for the previous drive. 2nd and 3. Pass there. That's going to be completed. And Gabe Davis does not want to go down, but finally he does at the 47 for a new set of downs here for Jacksonville. 3:11 left here in the second quarter. On the 47-yard line now in the Raiders territory. Quick pass there. That's going to be broken up and stopped there by Jones. I believe it was intended there for Gabe Davis. Incomplete pass. We'll see it now, a 2nd and 10 coming up. Handoff there to Johnson. Johnson trying to find the first down marker and is going to come up short as he gets a 9-yard carry for a 3rd and 1. So now 3rd and 1 here, a manageable 3rd down here. Let's not be stupid here on this one. It's a quick pass there. That's going to go to Gabe Davis as he's going to get this one caught near the 26. And that's enough there for the 1st down. So we're looking at it now at 1st and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Handoff to Johnson. Johnson carries this one there, and he's going to be stopped at the 22. That's a gain of 4. As the Raiders, we get, no, they're not going to, nobody calls a timeout there. I thought somebody did. 3rd and 4 coming up there. That pass is going to be completed, but it's not going to give him a 1st down here. But Vegas is going to call a timeout and conserve that clock for themselves here. As we'll see a kick here. This kick is up, and it is good. Jacksonville able to put some points on the board here. They put up 3. So they're not going to be scoreless going into the half here. They are going to be down by 4. We'll see a 1st 10 coming up here. The ball 22-yard line here. Throwing this one. That's going to be caught. And Minshew throwing some short passes here. Trying to get their way up the field here and try to at least get in field goal range, I imagine. 43 seconds left here. Gardner Minshew here looks up here. Throws a pass there mid-range. Throws that one up there to his tight end. That's going to be a catch there for a 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Raiders as a timeout being called there by Antonio Brown. And the Raiders taking their 2nd timeout now here. They're trying to at least get in field goal range here. They got to get inside the 40 to do so. Ball on the 49-yard line. 31 seconds left here. Gardner Minshew throws this one up there. That's going to be thrown. Oh, nice pass. And that's going to be a completed pass, and this is going to be a 1st down. Adams gets the catch. And the clock still continues to tick away here. I imagine they're going to get themselves set up for a field goal. No, they're going to go ahead and keep going. Okay, now they are. They call a timeout. I was wondering, like, wait, the clock's still moving. They're not doing too much to not being too proactive of getting their field goal unit on there, but now they are. So now with 4 seconds left here, they can take this lead here, and the kick is up, And the kick is good. So they have now a 7-point lead here over Jacksonville as they go into halftime here. And with 1 second left, not much Jacksonville can do except for maybe run this one back, which would be nice. As you see the kick here, and they're going to nail this one in the end zone. So they're going to try to take one shot here in the first half here to get in the end zone. We'll see what Trevor can do as he drops back in the pocket here, looking down the field here. He's going to heave this one up here high and deep. Looks like it's going to be for Gabe Davis, and the catch is completed. And that is going to be it for the first half, as we're having a tough time here getting this football down the field there. That was a big play there, but unfortunately not enough time for us to set anything up for another shot there to the end zone. But we do trail by 7 here as we go into halftime here. We'll take a look at the scores around the league here in week 16. As we'll see, the first stop here is going to be in Kansas City, as Houston takes on Kansas City there. And Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards for the game, 34-24 there in KC, as Arrowhead was probably rocking like nobody's business as they win that one by 10. Next stop is going to be, again, Buffalo, as the New England Patriots are in town. And Buffalo wins this one here 28-14. Josh Allen had a nice day there. 3 touchdowns, 26 of 33. A little over 300 yards for the day. And then, of course, our last stop is in Indy, as my Colts, you guys come up short here, 28-20. Richardson had a nice day there. 2 touchdowns, but unfortunately a touchdown and 2 interceptions, I should say. Looked like they had a good game there, but the Titans there just doing too much there, and Levis gets them the win there. So not a great day for if you're an Indy fan there, but I'm sure they'll definitely bounce back next week, as we'll see the second half here starting off. We'll get the ball here to start off. As we get the ball at their own 35-yard line, there you see Trevor Lawrence there, rushing touchdowns. Of course, we had a big game against Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts right now leads the league with QB rushes with 9. We have 8. We definitely need to see Trevor do something here in today's game. 1st and 10, ball on the 35. As we'll see a quick pass there, and that, jeez. Brian Thomas did not have a chance at that play at all, as he gets hit pretty quickly there on that play. So now we're looking at 2nd and 10. Raider Nation trying to get behind their defense here and try to solidify this victory here today. So far, leading this one 10-3. As we see a nice completed pass there at the 42-yard line for a 3rd and 3 here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville got to get something going here on this drive. This is a big, important opening drive. Pass there. That's going to be caught by Brian Thomas. And Thomas going to get drilled, and he's going to hold on to the football there at the 49-yard line. He's in Raider territory. So now 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line, handoff, and what a play there. Defensive stop. Wow, what a play. Excuse me. As the edge rusher there gets in there on time. What a play. Makes a stop. Loss of 3 on the play. Now we're going to get the ball back to Johnson. Johnson's like, nope, I'm going to get that yardage back and more. As we're looking at a 3rd down. Third down coming up here for Jacksonville. 3rd and 4. We got to get rid of the ball, and Lawrence cannot. As that was just a great play there by the defense of the Raiders. And we'll be forced to punt. So tough break on that drive there. I really thought that was going to be our play, but unfortunately, Max Cosby, who got that stop there, brought us back some there. That was really the difference maker there on that drive, and of course now we're forced to punt. So definitely got to watch out for Max Cosby. I forgot about him beyond that, one of the edge rushers there. As we'll see now, 2nd and 4 coming up here. Gardner Minshew throws this one up there. That's going to be passed, and it's going to be completed. And that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Raiders. As the Raiders get a new set of downs here. placed on their own 37-yard line here. Gardner Minshew hands off to Hunt. Hunt trying to come out of the backfield there, but he's going to only get a yard on that carry as the defense makes a nice stop there. And that's what we need to see more of. We need to see the defense get in these guys' faces and get physical. 2nd and 9 coming up here. We'll see a pass here. That's going to be completed, and it's going to be down there at the 45-yard line. Just short of the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Raiders. As the Raiders here, Gardner Minshew calling a play here. Trying to get the attention of the team. As he drops back in the pocket. Looking down the field here. Throws it off to the sidelines there. Nobody was there. I think it was just a little off cue there. I don't think they were realizing what was going on there. Bad timing on their part. And now we'll get the ball back after the punt here on our own 9-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Jacksonville Jaguars as the Jaguars hand this ball off to Johnson, who gets a carry there. And Johnson, gotta get up there, bro. I know they're getting you good, but at the same time, we got to keep trying to chip away them at this in this running game. And I see a nice catch there to Gabe Davis, who's been right there for us throughout this whole game here. These last 2 games now, he's been really holding it down for us. Let's see if he can continue that here on this 1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Handoff there. Johnson going to get met there by Wilkins as Wilkins makes a nice stop. And a nice play there. It's now going to be a 2nd and 11 coming up here for Jacksonville. 4:51 left here in the 3rd quarter. Quick screen pass there. That's going to be thrown there to Ingram. Ingram trying to do something with that play. But Cosby's right there, makes a stop. He gets only a gain of 11 or a gain of 3 on that play. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 coming up here for Jacksonville. As we're trying to get this one past at least past the 30 or our own 30-yard line. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. As that's going to be a nice stop from the defense there from the Raiders. And they'll force us to punt. 3:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see Gardner Minshew back out here again. He'll throw a quick pass, nice slant pass there to the receiver. And that's going to be a completed pass. 1st and 10 here for the Raiders as they get to the 45-yard line here of Jacksonville territory. As Gardner Minshew again drops back in the pocket. He's going to be mad. That's going to be a fumble. It's going to be scooped up by the defense. Great job there from the defense. As now that might be a great turning point here in this drive, in this quarter here for us to get the offense back out here as Gardner Minshew just did not protect the football that well. There you see there. And of course, I believe that is Robertson Harris there makes the snag there for the defense. As now we'll see what the offense can do here. So I'm hoping our offense will see this as a gift from the defense to try to turn this game around. Down by 7. We'll see a handoff there to Johnson. Johnson, gonna get hit hard. But he's going to get some yardage there regardless. He's going to get a gain of 2 on that play. As we'll see a 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 49-yard line. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be tossed there to Ingram, who gets the catch. And that's going to be enough there for just short of the first down. So we're looking at a 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars. Got to get this one at the 45. Handoff, and trying to get out of that backfield there, but again, Max Cosby says, no, not going to be the case here, and we are going to be stopped. So unfortunately, we get the turnover that we're looking for, but cannot, capitalize on it and get points out of it. So we'll be forced to the punt. We've put them at their own 7. Gardner Minshew here drops back in the pocket, throws a screen pass there. That's going to be thrown there to Adams, and they'll be stopped back to 3. As that's a loss of 3 there as Ovicon makes a nice tackle there on the wide receiver. 2nd and 13 coming up here. $1:05 left here in the quarter. Handoff to Hunt. And Hunt again, over 100 yards for the day here. Hasn't got in the end zone just yet. But I feel like that breakout run is going to be coming up here very soon. 3rd and inches coming up here with just 35 seconds left here. Hand off. That's going to be, he's going to get just get enough there. I believe that's the fullback this time. Gets in there and gets enough for the first down. As that could be the final, or at least we'll see the final play here of the third quarter. Jacksonville really has to step it up here in the next quarter here. They want to keep their hopes alive here with a win. As we get the nice stop. That's only a gain of a yard there for the Raiders, and that'll be it for the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter. It's going to be a doozy here. Still a tie ball game. 7-point lead here for the Raiders. They lead it 10-3 going into the fourth quarter. As we see Coach Bonds there trying to tell his guys, hey, we still in this one. We just gotta come up with some plays here. Gardner Minshew throws this one there quickly, and that's going to be completed. But there's a flag on the play here. We'll see who this is on. And that's not what we need to start off the quarter. Is roughing the passer there from Walker. That's a 15-yard penalty. That's going to put them at their own 38-yard line. That is not what I was asking for there, fellas. As you see a handoff there to Hunt again. And Walker makes the tackle. And that's a gain of 2 on that play. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Raiders. Raiders 2-12. Again, I feel like a lot of ways this feels like a little bit of a trap game. But the play is going to be incomplete there as Adams cannot hold on to it. Nice stop there for the defense as now they are looking at a 3rd and 8. Defense really needs to make a play here again. We need another defensive, we need a turnover of some sort. Gardner Minshew is going to throw this one. He's going to have to throw it away as he could just not find nobody down the field to help him out. So he's going to be forced to throw incomplete pass. As we'll see Jacksonville here. Jacksonville, we've had a tough time here on the ground here today with Thomas, or it's not with Thomas, with Johnson. He's been getting brutalized left and right and back and forth. Cosby, especially in the last 2 drives here, has been making a good stop against us in the run. We'll see if that will continue now here on this drive. 1st and 10 coming up here, ball on the 15-yard line. As we'll see Lawrence here, a quick pass there. That's going to go to the tight end. And, of course, Cosby's right there to make the tackle as we do get some positive yardage on that catch. It's going to be a 2nd down. And we'll see here. That's what the Raiders so far have allowed today, just 3 points. We'll see what we can do here on this 2nd and 6. Lawrence here drops back in the shotgun. Gabe Davis in motion here. As Lawrence here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Gabe Davis. And Davis is going to be at the at the 26-yard line, I believe, for the first down. 1st and 10. New set of downs here for Jacksonville. Lawrence here drops back in the pocket here, hands off to Johnson, and Johnson is going to be met by by Wilson that time on the stop, as he really doesn't get anything on that play. 2nd and 10 coming up here, as we'll see a drop back here from Lawrence. Lawrence passes this one up the middle there. That's going to go to his tight end, and that's going to be a completed pass there. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 coming up here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville, 8:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Got to get this drive going here now. We'll see a quick pass there off to the sidelines. That's going to be completed there by Johnson as he's coming out of the backfield now as a receiver. So we'll probably see the run game kind of go away a little bit here, but at the same time, as you see here on this run here on 1st and 10, and they try to sneak that one in there, and they get some positive yards there. And we have another lineman who's going to go down. As it looks like it's going to be our veteran. It's going to be Morse. He's going to have to go sit out there. So now 2nd and 5 coming up here. We'll have a new center here there underneath there. We'll see a quick pass. That's going to go to Johnson. Johnson going to get the reception. He's going to get this one at the 48-yard line, I should say. As we're looking at another 3rd down. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Got to get out of these third, at least the third downs are short completions that we can make. And we do so there as we run this one for the 1st. But man, we gotta do a better job on 1st and 2nd downs of getting the ball, getting at least that 6 or 7 yards on the ground, or if we're on the ground or so. But we'll see what we can do here on this 1st and 10. Ball in the 48. Johnson here try to run this one there, but he ain't not gonna get anything there. It's Wilson again. sniffs out the run, makes a stop. And that's going to be a loss of a yard there as we're looking at a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 coming up here. As you see, ball in midfield. Lawrence here throws this one there. That's going to be Ingram fighting there for that yardage as he'll get the yardage there. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 coming up here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville's been eating up a lot of clock in this drive. 5:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Lawrence there throws this one up there. That's going to be caught, and it's going to be a nice reception as that's going to be Dunleavy as he gets the catch there for the first. 1st and 10 coming up here. Ball placed at the 31-yard line. Lawrence here finds Dunleavy again. He's going to get the catch, and that's going to be enough there for another 1st down. As Jacksonville starting to move the ball here very well. Now, the question is, can they finish and get it into the end zone? 4:28 left here. Ball on the 18-yard line of the Raiders. Man in motion, that'll be Ingram. Lawrence here, drops back here, looks, fires this one there, finds his halfback on that little screen pass there, and that's going to put him at the 11-yard line for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. We'll see what they'll try to do here. You can pretty much call anything now. I imagine continue throwing those short passes there. That's been really helpful for us. Lawrence here drops back in the pocket, scramble around here. He's going to call his own number instead. He's going to find himself into the end zone, but he is going to be, they say touchdown. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And we have now got ourselves here. We've helped ourselves out here by potentially tying this ball game up now with the field goal, tying it up now 10 apiece. 14 plays, 83 yards, or just to say, 14 plays, 83 yards, and quite a bit of time off the clock there, a little over 3 minutes. As you'll see the kick here, and this is going to be caught at the 5-yard line. Raiders going to run this one out to the 33. And we'll see what the Raiders can do here. Kareem Hunt, 17 carries, 104 yards for the game. So far has not had a touchdown yet. But like I said, we're still waiting for that big break here. And I think it might be coming up here on this drive. Ball on the 33. And we'll see here what they'll do here. This is going to be a deep pass there. As what is Gardner Minshew doing? Campbell almost had that. So now they're going to go here on 2nd and 10. I would imagine they go back to the run here. That's been really helpful for them. As they find Kareem Hunt again here. Kareem Hunt getting a nice run there. That's a gain of 15 on that play. That's a huge 1st down here for the Raiders. As the Raiders, if they want to get back in this ball game and win this ball game, you got to put the ball back in the hands of Kareem Hunt. He's been their workhorse here today. He's been doing a great job here. And, of course, our defense have not done a good job there of stopping him. Quick pass there. We're going to get him Kareem Hunt there at the 47 as he gets a gain of 6 on that reception. So now 2nd and 4 coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line here in Jaguars territory. Gardner Minshew throws this one up there. That's going to be intercepted. Nice play up the middle. And a great stop there as Darnell Savage gets the catch. What a play there from the defense. And now is the time now. We need to play really smart football here. We literally got a present there by Gardner Minshew. And Savage watching Gardner Minshew on that play there and got there on the right timing there to get to that ball. So now we need to take advantage of this drive here, and need to seal the deal here to get the win. As Lawrence here is going to be Lawrence gets hit on that throw there as he was trying to get that one off. He's trying to get away from that pocket would start to close in on him. 2nd and 10 coming up here as we'll see them back out here on the field still. And see a handoff and a fake jet sweep there, and they find Johnson. And Johnson will get a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up here as we get to the 2-minute warning. So the question is now, what plays do you run in this situation? Well, ideally, in this situation, you want to pass. You want a quick pass here, something you can throw them off. Don't make them think you're going to go deep, but really you're going to go short. I would probably put it in Gabe Davis' hands, as we'll see here. Nice pass there. That's going to, of course, go to Gabe Davis, the man I mentioned already, who gets the first down here for Jacksonville. Ball's placed at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Both teams have their timeouts, but of course they're going to be kind of conservative here and going to, see how this plays out. Minute 35. Lawrence here rifles this one up the middle, and cannot hold on to it there. Definitely could not hold on to that ball, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. We're looking at a 2nd and 10. Ball at the 34-yard line. Lawrence here drops back here, fires this one there. That's going to go to Gabe Davis again. And you better give it to him because right now he has the hot hand. As Gabe Davis finds another first down here, and now Vegas is using their first time out. 1st and 10 coming up here for Jacksonville. As we'll see a handoff here, and that's going to go to Johnson. Johnson going to run this one here and protect the ball. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As the Jacksonville Jaguars take the lead here late in the 4th quarter with a $1:20 left. But the question still is, can they still win this game? The defense is going to have to come out here and play some good defense and get this ball back here for us to give us a chance to get the win. And we'll see what they'll do here. 6 plays, 54 yards, less than a minute on the drive. And Coach Bonds likes seeing that here. We'll see if we can now get the defense to go back out here and find a way to get this ball away from this man right here. That is Gardner Minshew, who has been playing a pretty decent game up to this moment here, where I feel like they should have ran the ball a little bit more with Hunt. Hunt has been doing a great job on the ground there for them, as well as in the air. So to me, I think they should have gave the ball to him, but we'll see if they'll do that here in this drive. 1st and 10 coming up here. Gardner Minshew drops back in the pocket, throws this one on there. That's going to be caught there by the big tight end. As he gets the catch, he crosses well over the 50, puts him at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Vegas. As we'll see Gardner Minshew again, drops back here, fires this one there. That's going to be caught, and they're going to say completed. And that's a 1st and 10 here for Myers, as they be placing the ball at the 32-yard line. They're definitely moving the ball here very well here. I think Gardner Minshew realized, hey, I put this in this hole. I got to get this out. Pass there. That's going to be able to Hunt. Hunt's going to come out the backfield. It gets the catch, and he's only going to get a gain of 2 on that play. No huddle now here as they have 1 timeout remaining. Gardner Minshew throws this one there. That's going to be passed. That pass is going to be completed, and it'll be placed at the 21-yard line. 34 seconds left here. Jacksonville has all their timeouts. They're up by 7. Gardner Minshew here drops back in the pocket. Decides to go ahead and hold on to it. He's going to throw this one, but it's going to be incomplete. As hopefully he puts his hands up there. Nice job there from the linebacker there, making the stop. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball to 21. Gardner Minshew now running here for his life. Throws this one away as there was just nothing there on that play. And they'll be forced now to go see what they can try to do here on this 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Got to get this one inside the 10 to get the first. He's going to drop back here. Run this one up some here. Look, fires this one there away, and couldn't find nobody down the field there to help him out. Now they're looking at a 4th and 10. 4th and 10. Last chance now for them to try to get back in this ball game to tie it up. We'll see what they'll do here with the ball on the 21-yard line. 18 seconds left here. They have no timeouts. Handoff or play a fake handoff there. Throw this one there. That's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. And Vegas gets themselves there in the end zone. Michael Mayer, I should say, finds his way into the end zone. As that was just a great play there. Nobody had their eyes on the tight end there. And he's able to find his way to the end zone here. So not much time left in regulation here. There's about 14 seconds left here. They're going to go for 2 now. We'll see if they can get this one here. As we'll see a drop, or they're trying to go for the win here. And, they are going to get drilled. What made them think they can go for a 2-point conversion in this situation when the game with not much time left? So now they're going to go for an onside kick here. See if they can get the onside kick. And Jacksonville able to recover the football here. And we're going to be able to walk out of here with a 1-point victory. I want to know, what was there? Who told them? Antonio Brown, what was you thinking? You got to tie the game up, force us to go to overtime and see what we can do in overtime. But they was wanting to go for the win here. I mean, I can't get mad at them, but at the same time, thanks. Because we get the win here. 17-16 is your final. I think a lot of people in Vegas are probably scratching their heads like, what was you thinking? Kick the field goal, force them to go to overtime, see what they can do, and see what they can do with their, we have all 3 timeouts. We had 14 seconds left in the game. Force the game to overtime. You never know, you might be able to get some kind of turnover in those 14 seconds. And get yourself in position, maybe in the field goal, especially if they're deep in their own side of the field. Get the turnover and they kick a field goal to end the game. But I don't know. I think they were just like, hey, we're gonna go for the win. We're gonna go for it, or either win or bust. And well, they bust because they came up short here in today's game. I still scratching my head on this one there. As take a look at the score here, score line, the stats and stuff like this. +1 for us, as we did of course have an interception, but we got the fumble and an interception there off of the Raiders here today. So good job there from the defensive side of things. I just don't know. I don't understand what their logic was to try to go for a 2-point conversion. I just don't understand that. You guys let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think they are thinking? Because I'm just like, what? And when I was watching that originally, I'm like, whoa, wait, okay, what are you guys doing? I'm thinking like, oh, please, defense, get to him so he does not throw that touchdown. Because if it does, oh, we're screwed. And defense really did a good job there, stepping up and made a good play there. So I'm happy with it. Time possession, 24 minutes, 54 seconds for us, 19 minutes, 6 seconds for the Raiders. But yeah, I was dumbfounded. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Here lately, I've seen a lot of teams like go for on 4th down. Like, wait a minute. Why are you going for on 4th down? Like, you're in field goal range. Just get the points just to tie it up, and then just see I mean, sometimes you have to go for it, but other times it's like, no, just play smart and just get the field goal and just go into overtime and then try to win it in overtime. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Lawrence did not have a touchdown there. He did have one interception. He threw for 29 of 36, 251 actually. But he did have a rushing touchdown, 4 carries for 20 yards, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. Johnson, 21 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown for him. Thomas, not a big day here in this game. 3 catches for 20 yards. Ingram, 9 catches for 40. Davis, I was really impressed with him. I wish we would throw the ball a lot more to him because he was just playing just crazy. 9 catches for 89. And of course, defensively, Ovagon, 10 tackles, tackle for loss there. He's 20th tackle for loss for the season. I think right now he leads the team in that. Hines Allen, 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, a sack and a half for him. Walker, 7 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, half a sack for him, and a forced fumble. Savage, interception we've seen there, and 3 tackles for him in the ball game. So overall, a great performance for our fellas there, and I'm really proud of what they did here in today's game. Actually, in both games here today in this episode. 19 for 28. 213, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for Gardner Minshew. I was really impressed with him, even though I don't know if he made that call to the coach or head coach made that call, but whoever made that call, offensive coordinator, whoever, yeah, you guys. Anyway, Hunt, he had a great day there, over 100 yards for the day, no rushing touchdowns, so we were able to do a good job stopping him. Deontay Adams, he found a way in the end zone, 5 of 64. Of course, so did Mayer. He had 28 of 2 catches for 28 yards and a tutty. And then defensively, here's the numbers there for those guys. Of course, Tavon had 10 tackles there for the game there. He was not much of a huge impact there. I will say Cosby had a great day there against us. He got into our backfield quite often in that game. And of course, there you see some other players as well. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, of course, he didn't really do too much in the first half, but the second half, he really did, come out of nowhere and start making some big, huge, impactful plays. As you see here, wrapping up this episode here today with some upgrades. Hines Allen got an upgrade. Savage is going to get an upgrade. Robinson got an upgrade as well. So it's nice to see our guys getting some upgrades that are greatly needed here. Got a couple of linemen as well. Harrison, he's going to get a nice little agility upgrade to help out there as well. Looks like impact blocking, run finesse, and run blocking finesse as well. So to take a look at the standings right now, we are the best team in the NFL with a 14-1 record. Right behind us is the Eagles, and then Chiefs. Actually, Chiefs and Eagles tied there in second. Cowboys, yes, Cowboys fans, only in video games. You guys can talk smack. They're 10-5 right now in this, and of course, like I said, we have a first round. We got the division, so we're good. We got 2 more games left, and you'll see those 2 games coming up in the next episode as we have to take on the Titans at home, and then we go on the road to take on Anthony Richardson and the Colts. So in those 2 games, we will be featuring those 2 games. I haven't decided how we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to show because ideally I would sim both of these games, but since they're 2 important games, and I always like to want to show the first game of the season and the last game of the season. So I think we'll do a quick run of the Titans game here. We'll kind of watch maybe a quarter or 2, and then kind of jump in and out whenever, like maybe they're in the red zone or something. And then the Colts game will probably do the same thing as well. Because for the most part, we have the division. Wins or losses right now, I mean, really don't matter. But at the same time, we still want to kind of do well. And ideally, I kind of want to rest up some guys, both on offense and defense as we head into the playoffs. So I have to figure out what we're going to do in that episode. But yeah, you'll see those 2 games, and then of course we'll see some stats and stuff like that before we go into the playoffs. And of course we have the first round bye, so we'll check out the wild card as well there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been, like I said, this has been a fun series to put together and kind of play. And like I said, we'll do some other things as we go in here. We'll kind of go in here and watch games from time to time. Some we'll start simming a lot more, especially against teams that they're not doing so well this season. We'll sim those. So games like the Raiders game, even though it was a close game, I probably should have just went ahead and just simmed it and just see what how the outcome was going to be. But I kind of want to see what they were like, and I'm kind of glad because it was actually a pretty fun game to watch. So, but that's it for me, you guys. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to drop here on ESGNet Plus LP. And again, stay tuned for more here on the channel, especially with this series with the Jacksonville Jaguars here in Mission Recondition. Again, as always, stay on the prowl, fellas. Let's see what we can do here in weeks 17 and 18. See if we can end the season on the right foot. And of course, pick up some wins here, and try to see if we can get some kind of momentum going into the playoffs, as we've been looking pretty good right now, and I think we can continue doing that. But that's it for me. As always, keep yourself each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.